Yeah.
Yo, what up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny, at Retired from the Streets TV. Another installment. I'm getting my lemon water together real quick. I got something y'all gonna like today. And hold on. It was slightly inspired by a comment that somebody made on one of my videos recently, right? I mean, it was cool. It wasn't like no it was friendly fire, let's say that. Big Sid, I forget Big Sid YouTube channel name, but Big Sid, big hillbilly redneck looking motherfucker with his shirt off, who tell prison and street stories and shit. He said I'm the one. He said I'm the only real OG. I got lemon on my lip. He like, I'm the only real OG, right? So I'm like, damn, that's cool. That's what's up. I subscribed to his channel. I watched a couple of his videos. Shout out to him. He got some decent content. It's funny to me. It's entertaining and shit. Ooh, it's good. So when he said that, I started thinking, it's a lot of dudes who claim OG status, right? Who don't have an idea or a clue as to what an OG really is. So I said, let me sit down and jot down some of my top things that I think an OG should encompass, right? Some of the qualities of an OG. So that's what I did. So that's what this episode is consistent of. So in no particular order of significance, but this first one I think should be top. I think that every OG should make loyalty their religion. And the reason why I say that is because if you have loyalty at a foundation and at a core, then everything else will fall into its likely order and place, right? Think about what the homie Meat said years ago. Big Meat said that if you got a robbing ass boss, you will have a robbing ass crew, right? If you got a loyal ass boss or a loyal ass homie or OG or somebody who's in a leadership position for you, you're gonna have a loyal ass crew. Let me shut this down because I'm hearing a little humming going on. For most individuals, not just the OGs, but at a young age, if you instill the type of loyalty in your kids and into your people, the same way that animals work, animals be loyal off instinct. They don't move based on what's more popular for them. They go based on what's more popular and what's the best for the whole pack. They looking at the bloodline. They looking at how do we keep the bloodline and the family and the pack solid and survive and in survival mode, right? So that loyalty on that level is paramount. So I say that's for number one, right? We can go into a whole bunch of examples and rhetoric about why loyalty is key, but we already know why loyalty is key. Loyalty is more important than love, because when love fades, right? When attractiveness fades within the realm of, say, a relationship, for example, or even when it comes to like a job situation, right? If you're loyal to your job, even the days you don't feel like getting up, you're going to go get it. If you're loyal to your bag, even on the days that you don't feel like going to get it, you're going to go get it. That loyalty is paramount over everything, right? So that's number one. Second one on my list is to know thyself, right? So when you know yourself, so the legacy of the concept of know thyself is one of three maxims that the Greeks believed in. And the first one is that what Socrates said was, a person that has true wisdom understands that they know nothing. So to know yourself is to know your limits as far as wisdom, as far as what level that you have reached. What Socrates says, that the person who has true wisdom understands that they know nothing. You know what I mean? So to know yourself is to be balanced, to be well, to know both your goods and your bads, to know your strengths and your weaknesses, to know, okay, these are the things that I do not know. These are the things that I do know. And even the things that I think I know, I can always grow and improve on them. So I think that every OG needs to know themselves. You got too many OG dudes or claim they OGs who, so they've been in the game for a little while, or they've been active for a little while, right? Or a long while in some cases. But the standards by which they move are based on somebody else telling them or taught them or showed them the way. And then they get caught up in the system and the way of doing things that never was really them. And a lot of them don't realize that shit until they doing 20, 30 years in the joint, and they found out, dog, I'm really an artistic dude. I'm really a dude that's good with my words, my poems. Let me write a book. Let me put out some artwork. That's why you see so many dudes that get in prison that start getting into the arts, because they find a true talent within themselves or something else within themselves, a purpose that they never knew existed because of all of the bullshit noise surrounding them. So you have to, as an OG, or anybody, but especially an OG, know yourselves. Know, look, I have work to do, but I have done work as well. So that when you giving insight, and you giving game to anybody that's up under you or somebody to look up to you, then it comes from a humble and experienced level, right? That goes to transitions into number 3 for me. Number 3 for me is to be a great follower, right? Being a great follower is a key element to being a great leader, because you understand the work, the time, the humility that it took to become a leader, because you were up under somebody else first. You know what I mean? It's just like being an intern. You bust your butt, you bust your butt. You've been doing all this stuff for free. So when they go ahead and whop you with that $60 an hour as a video editor, they're giving you $200 an hour as a camera operator, $175 an hour as a camera operator, and you just was doing this for free. Because I've been there. I did that for a minute. About 2 years damn near. Bust my butt, intern, fresh out of Specs Howard School for Broadcast Arts. And I ended up getting an internship right away, because I graduated with a 4.0. Kicked the dough in. Boom, I'm here. I'm interning. Did get invited. Stayed for almost 2 years. And rest in peace to my dude, Lester Lewis and Paradigm 2000 Incorporated. Gave me my first shot, my first professional glimpse, my first real big money. You know what I'm saying? Because after about a year or so, he started paying us. And, you know, it started paying off. Lump sums was coming in. So I appreciate that. But it came from me being an intern and being a good follower, to where he felt comfortable saying, you're a production supervisor, right? You're equipment supervisor. That takes a lot of confidence in the person, because we're dealing with $10, $15, $20,000 cameras, $7, $8 to $10,000 lenses, right? So I think that being a great follower is another paramount thing that an OG should master, right? 4th on that list, to me, is to always be elevating, to always be growing, to always be finding new information out, to be a resourceful individual, right? And don't be stuck in your dinosaur ways and figuring, hey, I know how things go, right? And that kind of go back to the other one with being a great follower, because like I elevate and I'm constantly growing, because I'm always listening to people who got popping information. The young dudes who knowing all this crypto, telling me about the metaverse, telling me about how the blockchains work, telling me about how business credit work and how to build a business profile, and what I didn't even know what a Dun and Bradstreet number was until my homeboy Weedy mentioned it. Doing credit repair about 2 years ago. Get your Dun and Bradstreet number, bro. I'm like, huh? I went and looked it up. Didn't even know that it's your business number that reports to the credit bureaus for you, right? It's like your IRS, how you have your EIN for your business that reports to the IRS for you. This is for your credit. I didn't even know that. My young dog told me. You feel me? So that being a great leader and then leading by example. I mean, always, in order to always be elevating, because I'm getting ahead of myself, in order to always be elevating, because if you're always elevating, you're always improving yourself, you're always learning new information, you're not afraid to learn new things, will send you right into a space of always having something to offer. And if you're always having something to offer, you always constantly re-solidifying your spot as an OG. Don't nobody want to look up to nobody who's stuck and don't got nothing else to bring to the table. telling the same ass stories, but ain't got nothing new to offer. Man, you know, these stories I'm telling y'all, I've told y'all, some of my dudes that heard all of them about 40 times a piece. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing for sure they know about, they know Ken gonna bring something new to the table all the time, right? Which I was just about to say next was, I lead by example. I don't tell them nothing. My homies, the ones that's up under me, younger or even that's older, who look to me for guidance and insight, I don't tell them nothing that I'm not gonna do myself. I wouldn't put no battery in nobody's back because they're impressionable or just give no bullshit information. I make moves based on standards and principles that I was raised by. I think those rules still apply to me. It's old school rules that have been embedded into dudes, especially when you live in a stand-up life, not to mention when you out here living a G code. When you doing those things right there, you got things that, let's say for example, an older lady cross the street, you help her. You carry her bags for her. You know what I mean? You come in the house, your man's wife half naked, you turn your back and say, excuse me, you get the hell on. You know? She calling you, whatever. You know, it's certain relationship boundaries that's set, societal boundaries that's set, and other things that are set in stone that we have to still govern as OGs and lead by example, right? But going to my next top quality of an OG is you also have to learn how to take calculated risk. And a calculated risk to me means that I got $5,000 left, right? I'm bidding on this house for the land bank. They want $4,000 for it, and after closing costs and all that, I'm gonna be looking at $5,000. So, do I grab this house knowing I really don't have the money to continue building on it? Because it's gonna be all I got, right? It's all I got. Do I think about it like that, or do I grab the house and say, hell with it, I'm gonna figure it out. At least I got it now. At least I secured it. A calculated risk to me in that situation means that, hell with it. Figure out what the cost is going to be associated with it. Find you a little crew that's willing to work with you and offer them equity into the flip, right? Say, listen, I don't got the money right now, but look, I'm about to take my last bit of money. I'm about to grab this crib, and when I flip it, we can sign on paper, get notarized and everything else. But when we flip it, I'm going to give you a percentage based on what you give me, bro. Or how much work you put in, how much sweat equity you offer me. That to me is a calculated risk because you took a risk with all your money, but you did the homework to know what it's going to incur, and you got people in place to help you to improve the value. That way, at least if you got that and you say, look, bro, we done put time into it over the last few weeks, right? We done came in and patched up stuff. We done told dude, look, let's get $1,000 for this, $1,000 for that. His money's going towards material, but let's flip it right now for 15 and let's go or 20 and get our money and keep it moving, right? That to me is a calculated risk. There's other examples, but I figure we'll save some time for the sake of the video because I don't want to talk y'all to death. But figure out what a calculated risk is for you. Get in the comment section if you will. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe at this moment. Hit that boy right quick. Boop, boop. Tell your cousin to hit it. But get in the comment section and tell me what you feel like is something that will be a dope calculated risk that you haven't taken but you want to take. And a calculated risk that you or somebody you know personally have taken that paid off good for them, right?
It's your boy 2020, CEO of Street Monster Entertainment. STM is in the building. 211, my love bro, my boy Sticky, my right hand. Monsters motivated me to buckle down and get my shit tight. Been a man City 4 and Papa showed me about that brick life. That's why I'm sick like the shakes from nodding early. Obsessed with his hustling fellas, caress the block, the toes curling. And I'm pearl and purple, perfectly packed in perfectos. Pop's words bouncing off these cold walls like an echo. No retreat, no surrender, grab your guns and balls, never let go. That raw demeanor will cause a scene to make tough niggas respectful. So now the checks rolled in our name, this is our thing, Street Monster. I'm the CEO, but this is our gang. That makes me spanky. Talk more shit than Mr. Hanky. Stay cautious and full aware of maneuvers made by the janky. You should thank me, cause I want every cent. and I ain't ever getting. Don't share the past, God bless me when the recognize was heaven sent. Of course, forever been. Don't speak on what's not relevant. To be on trial for life with evidence and never snitch or ever flinch. Bitch, we stay in tune with the streets. We got the shit in our veins. Street monster moving. Bitch, niggas stay in your lane. We stay in tune with the streets. We got the shit in our veins. Street monster moving. Bitch, niggas stay in your lane. We stay in tune with the streets. We got the shit in our veins. Street monster moving. Bitch, niggas stay in your lane. We stay in tune with the streets. We got the shit in our veins. Street monster moving. Bitch, niggas stay in your lane.
Many nights pasting, not a place to sleep. Give me reason to not live my life in defeat. Visions of cold feet, but gotta keep a plan. Cause the slightest comment to have you living in the can. And no, we ain't playing, and no, we ain't laying for no nigga. STM niggas ain't playing. Try your luck and you can get fucked up for playing with grown men, known for committing sins. This ain't only your pen, I spit what it do. And just because I got a gift, don't twist how I move. That's how you niggas lose. We cockin' pop tools, fuck rockin' jockin' jewels. We flame rockin' fuel for disrespecting rules. Yeah, my clique a fool, and we ain't running from nothing. Your life, you better choose. Unless you got a death wish, you can pick and choose. Nigga.
We stay in tune with the streets. We got the shit in our veins. Street monster moving. Bitch, niggas stay in your lane. We stay in tune with the streets. We got the shit in our veins. Street monster moving. Bitch, niggas stay in your lanes.
Back from nothing, it's me, the STM, Def on Don, pushing DOPE. Trying to fuck with 211 and OPE. The little nigga just pop MP till empty. Hey, I dare bitch nigga to tip me so fast I can spray 60 up to MP and chip through bricks and it go through trees. I put your brain on your knees. You think a movement, please? It kill that thought of you fucking with me. I put your ass to sleep. Your soul will be at ease. Slugs hit your chest, nigga. You gas and breathe. It do the same to me when I hit that weed. THC, I gotta have it in me. It gotta taste like fruit, fit to be that truth. And it has the flows and vocals when I'm off in the booth. And it keeps me calm and cool when I'm talking to you. Nigga know my vocals will hurt you with the locking to do. And lift niggas past guard when I'm sparking at you. I can pop it one at a time or 2 by 2. I hit you in the few while you chop this screw.